here! I'm so excited. This is the start of the South Downs Way adventure with me and my old mate Dan. Say hello, Dan.
Hello, Dan.
Alright, so yeah, we're off. We've managed to find it. It's took us a few minutes. Already we're hot. We've got plenty of food, but we've made it. So, don't know how long we're going to do, don't know how far we're going to go, but we're on it now. So, wish us luck and more about the South Downs Way as we get along. Bye for now. Everybody does this picture on the video on the South Downs Way. I wasn't gonna, and I thought, yeah, I'm gonna.
Bloody tourist.
Bloody tourist, he says. Yeah, so we managed to find out no one tells you, but it's actually not that easy getting out of Winchester city centre. But anyway, OS Maps to the rescue, and we're off. So stay with us and watch our journey. Bye for now. Hello fans. So we've left Winchester behind. We've got over the M3. We've stopped for our first coffee at a car park just up on the road there. We've done a massive 3.5 miles, I think, so far, which I think is our first day's midway point, believe it or not. We're not going to overstretch it, are we? Are we, Dan?
No.
No. So I think, yeah, we've got about another 3.5-4 miles or something to our first day's stop. So the South Downs Way is a 100-mile through hike from Winchester, following the South Downs down to Eastbourne, 96 or 100 miles, something like that, and with some reportedly great scenery on the way. In fact, let me give you a quick show. Countryside scenery. Here we are, our first stop for the night, and pitched up, ready for whatever weather they can throw at us. Here's me, there's Dan, far enough away so I don't hear him snoring, and here we are at Holden Farm, and the facilities are just over that way. We made it! Oh. And this is home for the night. This is the Wild Country Zephyros 2 compact, so highly recommended, they tell me. I'm happy with it, really pleased. So some good little ideas on it. So yeah, we're in, we're packed. We only did 7 miles I think today, something like that, and that's it. We're just going to sort ourselves out, freshen ourselves up. It's only early, and then either decide whether to get something to eat locally or cook something up here. Anyway, I'll leave you now. Talk to you later. Bye. Good morning. So here we are. This was the first stop, Holden Farm. Can't recommend it enough. There's the facilities right there. Get a nice bacon roll for breakfast and a coffee. And then all these showers, toilets, little office for information, and then the fields are up behind. But can't recommend it enough. It's a perfect spot for the end of first day. Anyway, it's nice to be off the road and for a change. Nature on Ian's Rambles. Remember, if this was Bear Grylls, you'd be wrestling with that for dinner later, but not us.
No Beacon Hill.
Welcome to Beacon Hill. Here we go. We are there, right in that corner. near Beacon Hill Beaches. And an look, the South Downs. Oh my God, this is beautiful. Honestly, stop saying honestly. This is beautiful. I'm so pleased we've done this. Can't tell you. The going is pretty good, to be fair, considering all the rain that we've had. There's only a little couple of bit of mud, but generally it's all right. So yeah, April onwards is a good time. You could do it in winter, I guess, but too cold, too wet, too miserable. So yeah, but anyway, look, I'll take some more images further down when we get down there, because it looks pretty down there. So leave you for now, bring you back later. So we're in the village of Exton now. I think it's our kind of halfway point. Beautiful little village. We're going to stop, I think, and have a break, but I just thought I'd quickly show you this beautiful picturesque village church. Look at it, with the blooms. The little footpath comes straight through here, look. Fantastic.
Which way do you reckon?
Left. Hello walk fans, this is Winchester Hill that we're going up now. Dan is racing ahead as usual. And actually this area is crisscrossed with tracks and trails as well, and there's one on the other side of the fence. They call it Monarch's Way. I'll give you a view. Look at this. Stunning. Beautiful countryside, beautiful weather. Here they go. Look, Monarch's Way. So I'll bring you back at the top. Oh yeah, we felt that. Felt that one, old mate. Okay, I know it's a bit like an eclipse. I'll get him to move.
You put that hill there.
Here we go. Metal one. You saucy thing. That's a drop. Bit of a drop down there. So we've made it to the top of Winchester Hill. Winchester Hill. To find this, there is the remains of an Iron Age hill fort from about 3,800 years ago, during the early Bronze Age. Good afternoon walk fans. So I just thought I might take a moment and just tell you what kit I'm using. The tent itself is a Wild Country Zephyros Compact 2, which is plenty spacious enough, fit everything in there, comfortable, no problems at all, just under 2 kilos light. And the bag was an OEX bag, that's proving really good, pockets everywhere. Cooking little cook pot there. The little thing is a BRS from Amazon, perfect. My mate has got the MSR pocket rocket, which is also a really good bit of kit, but everything else is just bits and pieces I've had for over the years. Yeah, so everything's working really well. The sun is still with us tonight, and even the old body's holding up well, albeit I've taken a couple of ibuprofen earlier just to keep everything lubed up, if you like. So yeah, that's it for day 2. Another 10 miles I think done today, and tomorrow is we head out from here, which is Meon Springs, to Queen Elizabeth Country Park near Burton, which is another 10 or 11 miles, something like that. So hopefully the weather stays with us, and I'll pick up with you in the morning. So this is day 3 and we're all packed up ready to go. Remember, when you're camping, leave no trace, everything all packed up, no rubbish, no litter, and we're ready to go. So we've got another about 10 miles again today towards Burton. I'll put the map up as usual, and it's about, yeah, say about 10 miles, and we're going to be staying in the Queen Elizabeth Country Park tonight. So bit of a foggy morning this morning, but all rested up. Really good like last night, to be honest. It was second night in, things are sort of falling into place in terms of setting out and where to put stuff. But yeah, it's all good, really enjoying it, and can't wait to get on the trail again this morning. So when the fog clears, I'll bring you back for some South Downs Way imagery. Take care for now. Well, we're not at the top of this hill yet. It was just to make sure that we're awake this morning. I thought I'd stop and show you this view of what looks to be a prehistoric white elephant etched into the chalk on that cliff over there, on that hillside. Maybe. Yeah, foggy morning this morning. Stunning views nonetheless. I'll show you a quick view of the hill pointing downwards, if I can get down this without falling down. That goes back about a mile in this height, in this steep. Go for a short walk, he said. Has anyone seen as gnarly a old tree as this sitting there helping us breathe? Inoffensive. Look at that. Nature on Ian's Rambles.
Yeah.
Say hello, Dan.
Hello, Dan.
So we're just passing Queen Elizabeth Country Park on our way to Burton. It is coming up to 12 o'clock, so there was a potential stop at Queen Elizabeth Country Park, but lovely as it sounds, it's way too close to the motorway and it's only 12 o'clock. So I think we've done about 6 miles so far today,
and 6 boot takeoffs.
and we've taken on a bit of chocolate and a chili cheese toasty, and we're walking through a bit of woodland now. So we're going to push on to Burriton, which is only about 3 or 4 more miles, and then reassess where we're at and what we're doing. But we're feeling good, aren't we?
We're feeling good.
Good. We're feeling good. There's no damaged limbs or bones or heads, and apparently Dan says he's got a blister, but
Massive.
apparently
Little blister.
yeah. So oh dear. Oh. All right, remember, if this was Bear Grylls rambles, you'd be squeezing the water out of that already by now. Not with us though. This is more civilized. And we've just come down from, on the other side, we've just come down from Winchester Hill, which was a bit of a slog up, to be honest, and a worse of a slog down. Coming down hills can be harder than going up, I think. Hello again. So yeah, we've gone further than we thought today, because Queen Elizabeth Country Park was going to be too soon. Burriton was going to be too soon. I don't think there's much there, so, and it was off the track, so we're pressing on, as I said, to South Harting. That's better, you can see me now. So yeah, that's the plan. I mean, wow, views over South Harting, where we've just had dinner. Look at that. What a beautiful night on the 3rd day as we search for our camp for the night, which actually could be anywhere. So it is 7:15, day 3 in the evening, and this is the top of Harting Down. We are looking for somewhere to... We're looking for the local bed and breakfast, if you understand what I mean. I just couldn't not take this image. I don't know how that's going to come out, but yeah, so this is Harting Down, and we are looking for somewhere to... We're looking for a bed and breakfast. But look at that view. Ian's Rambles, South Downs Way, 2024. Look at that. What an adventure, love it. As you can see, we've checked into our bed and breakfast. I must say that the service isn't brilliant here, but it'll do us for tonight. Anyway, end of day 3. End of day 3, and looking forward to a shorter day tomorrow. We've done about 15 miles, I think, today, something like that, but tomorrow is 10 miles, and at the end of that I think there's a proper campsite again. So, not that this isn't, remember. Good night. Good morning, walk fans. We are on day 4 of our South Downs Way adventure. We're coming down off Harting Down, which we spent last night in our luxurious bed and breakfast accommodation. So we woke up, sort of struck tent, and we got on our way by about 7. And I couldn't video this herd of deer that was up along the valley. You wouldn't have seen it, you wouldn't have been able to zoom in on it, but it's been this sort of countryside throughout for the last few miles. Quite hilly. What a beautiful, peaceful morning, and this is what we're looking at today. I think the forecast is for it to come out you know, mild and sunshiny again, so let's hope for that. We did 16 miles I think in the end yesterday. Apologies if I'm repeating myself. But so we're going to have a shorter day today. I think it's, well, it was going to be 10 miles, but because we did so far yesterday, it's not so far. But we have got wet tents today, so we're going to need to, you know, when we stop, they're going to have to dry out before we can pitch them. So many thanks for the resupply yesterday afternoon, my Bon and Mole. Thank you very much for that. So how are we going? Everything's all right. Dan's got blisters, which he's nursing through. I've got no blisters, no problems with my feet, but the old ligaments and are playing up a little bit. But apart from that, not bad at all. So yeah, I will bring you back. It looks like we're going into a woodland walk again. I'll bring you back in a bit when we've got something to see. Hello again, walk fans. We just stopped for a breakfast brew up on the trail, having just come through Spooky Wood and going in that direction towards, I think, a place called Cocking is our stop today. Sounds rude, but that's the truth of it. So hello Dan.
Hello Dan.
And here's our brewing up. I think it's boiling, so I better put you down. Today we camped above South Harting on Harting Downs, and we are making our way towards Graffam now because we're making such good time. We're not going to stop at Cocking. In fact, we've passed it now, but we're heading to a village called Graffam, and we're going to check our timings there and see how we're doing. But anyway, we're watching YouTube videos about South Downs Way, doing all the research on other people's experiences, and they were saying there's very little wild camping opportunities in certain areas. But actually, I'm going to leave the legalities aside, because any responsible hiker isn't going to be stupid about it. You know, they have to be discreet, leave no trace and all that sort of stuff. But we've just walked the last couple of miles from the outside of Cocking towards Graffam back on the trail, and there's no end of places that are well out of the way, so, and flat, and you know, do the sensible thing, pitch late, strike early, leave no trace, and you won't annoy anyone. So last night there was we pitched and got our heads down about 9ish, I think, something like 9:30. It was dark by then, but there was, even then at some point, just checking the signpost there, even then there was we heard a couple of groups walk past, but there was no bother. So yeah, all is good on the South Downs Way. Oh look. So we've been walking through Graffam Down Reserves Forest, Graffam Down Forest. I'm going to use the word beautiful because that's what it is, and we've just been talking about everything. I mean, today we have, what have we sorted out? We've solved nuclear proliferation, we've solved the Ukraine crisis, we've talked a lot about, we've had a lot of tool talk, Makita, DeVault, all that sort of stuff. What's best for what's best for this, and just realise, I mean, we're just talking about this forest and all the woodland that we've walked to, And people are saying that "Oh, there's not so much as there used to be," and all that sort of thing, and that's true. There isn't as many forests as there used to be 200, 250 years ago, but at that point we realised that if it wasn't for the French or the Spanish, we wouldn't have had to chop the trees down to make ships out of. True? I'm sorry. Facts are facts, aren't they? So, you know, luckily we're all friends now, and those days are gone. Anyway, I hope that isn't a rescue helicopter. No, I think we're all right. We're still good. So yeah, I'll bring you back when we've solved another world problem. Hello Walk fans. So we're at Graffam Village camping and caravanning site tonight, and with facilities, and they're very lovely actually, especially after a wild camp last night. So yeah, great facilities here, lovely village of Graffam, and we have to get back on the trail tomorrow. This is about a 2 mile. Yeah, so we're about 2 miles away from the trail, so we need to get back to that tomorrow and head towards Horton, the village of Horton, and Amberley, and that is going to be about 10 miles tomorrow. So back on some decent mileage, and I think on the other side of that it's possibly wild camping again. So I'm just giving you a quick tour around this little area of Graffam Camping and caravanning site, and all the pitches, look, are marked out like nice little, surrounded by their own little treed area like this all the way around. Really nice, and the facilities are just through those trees. Equally nice, so the caretakers here do a really good job. I won't go in the facilities, but take it from me, they're very good and very clean. This is the start of day 5. Well, about 3 or 4 miles into the start of day 5. It was forecast rain this morning, and sure enough we had some, but we've managed to get most of that walking in out of the rain, but really windy today, so I'm sheltered behind this obliging gorse hedge for a minute or two while I catch up with you. Anyway, yeah, so we are heading towards the village of Holden or Amberley, one of the two, and hoping to get a bit of breakfast down there. So not much filming at the minute because it's really bad wind, and we need to crack on and get some miles in. So I'll catch up with you later. Bye for now. Hello Walk fans. I don't know if any of this will come out, but that was a windy and wet stretch. Anyway, I'm all right underneath here. We are just about to head into Amberley. So hopefully we'll be able to get some respite from there. And I think it stopped raining actually, honest. But yeah, a bit windy. Loving it. Bye. Day 5. Tough one today. Wind, rain. Still windy. No rain now though. The sun is coming out. But wow, the breeze. So the plan is we are trying to head ourselves to Steyning now. Washington was the original plan. Village, not state, and but it's about 1:45, so we're thinking a couple of hours more walk will get us to Steyning, which is a bigger town, and you go right through it rather than come off the trail. I've got to do a bit of research in terms of campsites and things like that, but yeah, we've stopped a couple of times today, take on some drink, mug shot and stuff like that, I think we're both feeling it today. In terms of, lack of sleep a little bit. It's unusual and all that, but hopefully we'll get to Steyning today, get a big meal in us tonight, and try and get a good night's sleep. So looks like dinner to me. So the question is, what do you follow Ian's rambles for? Is it the Ian's good looks? Is it the stimulating conversation? Or is it really this? End of day 5. We are in Steyning, or Steyning I think, and we've got ourselves pitched up. A lovely little site. Bit of a walk down from the trail, but we'll worry about that tomorrow. Yeah, and I think we're just airing it out because it was put away wet last night, this morning. 17 miles for the day. But yeah, so anyway, what did I say? The tent, Wild Country Zephyros Compact, nature hike, sleeping bag, and a Trekology mat, which is really comfortable but not insulating. So I might need to look at that. Trekology pillow, very nice and comfy. Kit wise, I think that's it that I haven't mentioned already, but anyway, yeah, all is good, and looking forward to getting some food and drink in us. Good morning, walk fans. Day 6 and we're in Steyning. Probably the best sleep we've had so far, for me anyway. Massive day yesterday, 17 and a half miles, and I think we've done in total well over 60, because some of the times we've had to get off the trail to find somewhere to a campsite or whatever, which maybe wasn't the right thing to do. But the news is we are, for a number of reasons, decided to halt the adventure there today. You can see me. Yeah, we're going to stop the adventure there today and finish the last third in the very near future. Yeah, it is a shame, but it's disappointing, but for the better, what's it called, what's the phrase, there's a number of injuries which are nagging away, and I think it's probably the right time to pack in, regroup, lessons learned. 5 days under canvas for the first time in about 35 years. And yeah, some things have worked really well, some things have worked not so well, and what I'll do is I'll go through the bits of kit later on and explain which bits worked really well and which bits have not really met expectations. But wow, what an adventure so far. Some stunning scenery. It would have been lovely today, but it's just given us a battering. So better part, what's it called, the better part of valor, something like that. Anyway, I will catch up with you later on. Bye for now.